We have a quote that we talk about often. It's from like Navy SEALs. We're super strong military guys, all of us. The repetition that you go through in order to understand a process is what eventually gets you to speed. So the amount of times that you put something together the same way, slowly, makes you understand how when you need to do it, you can do it quickly. So our pre-con puts the things together slowly and gives us a great project to execute on. Well, then we can execute it with speed. It's called slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
When I started working with Caliber initially, we didn't really have a pre-construction division at that time. We worked primarily with Infinity Properties on their multifamily sites, primarily doing townhouses and so forth. So from there, we started to really dig into what the developer needs were. Fast forward to today, I think the most important thing for us in pre-con is relationships. It's interesting, like over the years, we've developed all of our processes. And to date, every project that we've committed to from our end, we've hit the dates that we've told the developer we're going to hit. No matter how many projects we've had in pre-con, we've consistently managed to deliver that, which is pretty cool. And I think that's a testament to the process that we have as a company. And I think as a team, we need to be always on the same page. So one of the things that we do as a company that we learned over the years is really beneficial is to do like a daily huddle. So every morning we get together with the pre-construction team, usually some of the construction guys are there as well, and we basically stand up round table, and the two questions we ask is what's your priority for the day and what roadblock do you have?
Okay, 8:03 boys. Brandon?
Yep.
Thanks for coming 3 hours early.
You're very welcome.
Good to see you.
It's good to be here.
Priority of the day, any roadblocks. Let's work our way around the table. Corey, what do you got?
Water hall visit this afternoon, checking in on deep services, and right now no roadblocks today.
Nice, good. Christian?
Yeah, just working on construction-y things, construction stuff. Yeah. I'm
But what do you do here?
But
tell us what you do here.
Stop. Everybody always asks me that question.
What do you do?
I still don't know what you do, Christian. We got to find that out this year.
Okay, so I'm putting together this slide deck for this retreat that we're going on, and I'm working on it today.
Cool.
And you guys are going to see it in a couple days.
On Friday?
On Friday, no roadblocks.
Nice.
Roadblocks.
No roadblocks.
So you guys see what happens when you don't have work to do, there's no roadblocks.
Priority for me is we got 3 of our GC monthly reports going out and just clean those up with Brent and Adam. And roadblock right now is just some conversations about the OITC rating on the Gildan project that we need to figure out with the consultants. So, yeah.
Okay, good. Do you need any support on that, or you guys got a plan?
I think right now we're just talking to the acoustic consultant, and once we know what we need to do, we'll get back to you guys and see if we need to flip anything into pre-con.
Good, sounds good.
Yeah, I think the spot that I like to focus on most is the frequent communication between our site teams and both their sub-trades and the client. The way that you can catch a problem before it happens is to always be asking questions and asking the right questions.
The other part of that, what we do in those meetings, is we're specifically looking for coordination between the consultants. So we want to make sure that the drawings are talking to each other correctly. So I always tell our guys that you want to make sure that what is drawn on paper is going to be what you're physically building on site. So we're looking for that detailed drawing review for consistency. So when we go to build the project, we don't have issues later where a sub-trade is looking at drawings and they have different information.
I always think that like the communication between us and our trades is so important because they're really the experts in their field. They know what's going wrong before. So if you try to bury your head in the sand and just say it's going well because I think it's going well, rather than ask questions, that's where things are gonna break down, especially when it's going so fast.
So we are at our leadership retreat with the admin and production team. So we're going to be having some meetings this weekend and just talking about the plans for the year and making sure everybody's aligned and clear on what our goals are and get buy into the plan. And I think in the end, really to hang out and have a good time and build our culture and have a few laughs.
just getting to see a lot of the guys that I don't get to see very often. You're part of a company where like they're all representing the same company, but like you can come here and actually like just talk about what we do and how we do it and all that. And for me, it's just such an awesome thing to kind of like from all areas of the company, getting guys together and talk about where they're at in the company and how they're doing and kind of build off each other's strengths and just use each other as an outlet. I think it's a huge growth thing every year for everybody. And first and foremost too, it's a huge growth thing for the company. Like every year is a different opportunity. And you look at the past year, what we've done and what's coming up, like who knows where this market's gonna go, right?
Work's very dynamic right now. As Johnny mentioned, 2025 is just like, felt like it kicked the snot out of me and a lot of us as well too here with the challenges that we're running up against. I think for the first time, I mean, this is my 9th year here at Caliber, and for the first time last year, the confidence was waning. And they say you don't learn anything from things going well.
Yeah, actually, and I honestly had to say this to myself, like every single day. I'm like, you know what? This is such a shitty time. Like, this is not fun to be watching jobs shut down, to be watching people get laid off, to be a part of that process myself. But at the heart of it, I'm like, who would I rather do this with?
I think for our little organization here, it was actually, as Johnny said, like, very important for us to have gone through that. But I think it's just been such a year of growth, and looking ahead for 26, I'm just really pumped because I feel we are all refining everything it is that we are here to be bringing our gifts and delivering on. And it's awesome to do it together.
Would I rather cut and run, or would I rather stay with these people that I trust and that I've built relationships with, who I believe in, and fight for them in that?
I think our secret sauce for pre-construction is we have a team approach. So we're not going to solve all the problems on our own. We don't want to be an island, and we want to have feedback from the construction team as well. It all starts on paper, right? If your paper's right, the site should flow smoothly. And really, that's my goal, is I'm delivering a high quality product to our construction team so that they can in turn now build a high quality product for the developer. When we meet with a new client, the first thing we want to do is sit down and understand their hopes and dreams for the project. We call it our developer needs agenda. We sit down for a couple hours and we just basically ask them all sorts of questions about the project. Like, what are they hoping to get out of the project? What's the specific design spec they're looking for? So all of that stuff helps us set up for the next step, which is when we sit down with the consultant team.
We have a meeting this afternoon and sit down with them and figure out what they're looking for in the project, and then meet with the consultants after and get the design going. It's exciting. All right, good. So purpose here, just our regular meeting. So I printed off some agendas. So we'll just walk through the agenda as per usual and just touch on any new business.
It's our first time working with them, so it's a very interesting start. They've actually been very involved in the project, something that we're not used to working with our contractors. It's been a very unique experience in that. We find them very knowledgeable and quite enjoy the working with them. It's good camaraderie, good level of participation and enjoyment working with them.
All of that's been communicated to us.
Yeah.
So I think we're good there.
Yeah. And so then we're kind of going, okay, well, if we're landing or building like Robinson and just say March 31st plus or minus in 2028, hopefully there's an applicable market there. It's a 100-unit building. We have 10, 12 months to get it up and running.
Yeah.
And then Sproul doesn't come out until effectively January or 2029.
Yeah.
Which is sort of the first year that those groups are saying there could be like more of a market recovery.
Yeah. We've seen a lot of increase in cities, their fees, their DCCs and CACs. We've seen the government raise their pricing. We've seen Metro Vancouver go crazy. And we've had every municipality raise all their fees. And what we also have is we have all our regulatory stuff, like our BC building codes and our energy codes, have all just gone out of whack. So we're just continuing seeing an increase in every single legislative thing that you could put on a project. And we're actually seeing a drop out in the market in terms of sales and all that kind of stuff. So it has not been a very good environment for probably 4 to 5 years now. And so we're pushing along. We're lucky enough to have people helping us fund it, and if there's an environment that people still need to spend money. and they're still need to build. So it's kind of like a symbiotic relationship of need that we're both getting our projects to go and keep moving down the path.
Yeah, and the construction industry, as everybody's aware, has experienced quite the pivot. Economy shifted. It required us to shift as well.
One of the most obvious things that comes to mind in a hard market is that there's shifting expectations. So when you have firm process, the negative part of that is you start to say, we've always done it this way. So we need to change our mindset in that and be like, just because we've done something the same way always, doesn't mean it's the best way. And we need to believe that the best idea in the room is just the best idea in the room. My favorite thing about construction in general has just always been seeing a plan come together. From the initial conversations and contract signing to be like, hey, this is something we could build, to then getting to work with my site team about like, hey, this is what we're going to build. And then at the end, giving it over to the homeowner and be like, hey, this is what we built. To look back at the plan that we created and be like, wow, we did that.
1, 2, load it.